Hey everybody, this one is for experienced agents, how to add 100K in the next few months to your GCI, leveraging new homes and developers. Let's do this. Hey everybody, welcome back. We are just going to jump right into this. This one's for experienced agents. I'm not going to say experienced agents only, but I'm going to go through this a little bit quicker than I normally would because you don't have time to mess around and neither do I. So let's just jump right into it. First thing I would do, set up a Google Sheet and make sure that you track all the information that you're going to get about new home communities and all the builders. It's going to be your Bible going forward. It's going to be an evolution of information as you go, okay? So figure out the geographical area that you want to hit, and the geological, maybe you'll strike oil, I'm not sure, but the geographical area that you want to hit, I'm going to suggest that you kind of work within the area that you're working already, or something that's close to home so you're not running around all over the place. As we know, gas is not going down in price, so next thing, hop on Google, throw in all the keywords, new homes, new communities, maybe one or two new community names that you know, if it's like Cranston or Mahogany or something like that. What happens is the builders tend to play off their ads on one another. So one builder or one area will use keywords from the other area. So you're going to get a series of them that pop up, and you're going to have, so if you've never really done new homes or you've just kind of dabbled in it a little bit, you're going to have communities that can be up to 500, even 1,000 acres of a master plan community, and it's going to have a whole bunch of different areas within it, and maybe a whole bunch of different builders all building different products. So you could literally have anything from one spectrum to the other, condos all the way to luxury homes, and you're going to want to make a list of every one of those builders that are in there, what product they're selling, what style, what their price range is starting from, and don't live or die by what the price is, or if they say they have inventory, because it changes so fast sometimes. You know this, that the price, they might be at 500,000, but you go in, they go, yeah, we're starting at 550. They haven't updated their website. This stuff happens all the time. So don't live and die by it, but it's just going to be a good method to gather information on those areas. You may also find little pockets of townhomes, duplexes, that kind of thing, kind of spread all over the place, not in areas you thought about. And make sure you get all these guys. So now the next thing you want to do is, just to save time, again, time is money, start making calls. So make sure that you get all their phone numbers, make sure you get all their addresses for their sales centers. And again, you might have a builder that has, I worked for a builder for quite some time, 8 or 9 years, and within a 20-minute radius, we had several show homes. So you may want to get the information and phone numbers for each of those sales centers, and then look at those as well. Now, next thing you're going to do is start making the calls. So this is going to be more information gathering, but it's information gathering to save you time, and I'll tell you why. Here's the questions you're going to ask. What if you're not aware of what they're selling, like what type of product it is, you're going to ask them that. You're going to ask them about their inventory, and do they have spec homes, like that's what we call them locally, quick possessions. So do you have quick possessions? What stage do you sell them at? The pre-construction is what I'm trying to say. So pre-construction going to be like, pick your lot, pick your house, place it on there, pick your structural and internal options. So what do they have, and what are they selling right now, if anything, and then going forward, what does it look like? So 2 big questions you want to ask them at this point, commissions. Are you working with agents? I would frame it like that. And then if so, if they tell you, yes, we're working with agents, what is the commission? Guys, don't waste your time. And you've been around for a while. You're an experienced agent. Don't waste your time with the ones that are saying, oh yeah, we pay, if it's really busy, sometimes they go, we just pay a finder's fee of $1,000. Throw those out for now. Find out if during times that were, not as busy, balanced, or, the market was slow, find out if they're working with agents then, and then just keep them in mind for future reference, okay? And so fact-finding mission on the phone. If you can't get a hold of them, make sure you leave a message, let them call you back, and also email them, okay? And the premise of calling them is you're finding out information because you have buyers for the area, of course. Now, if you don't have buyers today, you're going to have buyers, so just say it anyways. Next thing you're going to want to do, now you're going to separate the men from the boys here on the ones that are actually paying commissions. So make sure that these are the places that you're going to, obviously. Next thing you're going to do is set up a day, maybe it's a weekend or whatever. Make sure you know what their show home hours are. Hop in your car and start hitting those sales center. Why? You already have the information. Well, actually, you don't. You want to get in there. You want to meet them face to face. You want to make sure that they remember you for whatever reason. I don't know. Wear a crazy shirt. Do it. Just you be you. Anyways, get in there. What are we looking for now? We want to get more information. We want to get floor plans. We want to get specifications. We want to know what what their handouts look like, what the warranty looks like. And then of course inventory. So do they have stuff that they're gonna sell immediately, or like quick possessions? Is it 1 month, 2 months, 3 months out? What stage is it at? How does that work with that particular builder? There's going to be some common themes amongst the builders, and again, it differentiates from state to state, city to city, or province to province. So just get in there and ask the questions. You're going to have some salespeople that are absolutely terrible, and you're going to have to dig deep, and then you're going to have some great ones. It's like working with realtors, working with clients, working with anybody. There's going to be some terrible ones, and there's going to be some really good ones. Just dig deep, get the information, and keep notes, guys. So as the day goes on, when you hit 7 or 8 of these builders, maybe 10 or 12 or 15, you're going to forget some of the information that you got from somebody else. So make sure you just sit down in your car, or jot it all down, or jot it down on the spot. Just tell them, hey, is it okay if I just want to take some notes? They're going to love it. A lot of people will. I worked in sales centers for 17 years. It was just really rare that I had really good agents to work with. There was lots of terrible ones that came in. It's just part of the industry, right? So get all the information. Biggest thing is going to be inventory. What do they have? Quick possessions. What do they have for pre-construction? Then for pre-con, what kind of lots are available? Are they backing onto a green space, ridge, anything interesting, parks, forests, trees, something they're putting aside for a park for later on, that kind of thing, playgrounds, schools, et cetera, et cetera. So anything that somebody's going to want or not want in their backyard or that they're facing. So all this information is going to be really good, and that is where you're going to start from. Keep that list. Now, when you go home, you're going to keep a list of the ones that you want to work with. Oh, forgot the biggest thing, ask about incentives. The reason I didn't think about it is because the last year and a half, it's been so freaking crazy busy. No one's got incentives, but the market's slowing down. The incentives are going to be really, really important going forward, because it's going to be part of your advertising, okay? So ask about incentives. A lot of times early on when the market drops, likely you're not going to see price drops with the new homes, because they don't want to do that. They don't want to freak out the people that they've already sold. It's just going to cause issues. So they may give away, initially they'll give away some free upgrades, incentivize the purchase, and so anything could be like $5,000 in free upgrades, could be $10,000, $20,000, whatever it is. So anyways, information gathering, super important, and then you're going to go home, you're going to organize that, and you're going to decide which ones that you want to go with and what you want to market and advertise to. Marketing. Now, you've been around for a while. This one's basically, this video is built for agents who have been in the business or in the industry. Maybe you're doing 15 or 20 deals a year or 10. Maybe you've been around for 25, 50, doesn't matter. You've got a database of agents or a database of clients. You're going to hit your database first. And whatever system you've set up, I use Constant Contact or MailChimp, and I'll send an email out to my database, which is going to consist of something that's kind of prettied up a little bit. I may have some buttons on it. Click here for more information, and then click here for incentives, that kind of thing. And then they do a heat map so I can tell who clicked and who didn't, and et cetera, which could be good information for you. But the point is, do not put the community in there. Don't put the builder name. Otherwise, they're going to go around you and they're just going to go straight there, and that's not what you want to do. Now, if you've never worked with new homes before, rule number one, you have to walk your clients into the show homes. If you don't, the builder now claims that client and they will not work with you. So early on as an agent, I made that mistake a few times. There are ways to set your clients up so they don't go with you when you first meet them. We'll talk about this in another video, but when you first meet them, you are going to set them up so that they do not walk into those sales centers without you. Super important. Now, again, you may build a relationship with these, with the sales centers so good, so big, and have brought them so many clients that later on you may be able to just make that phone call and go, hey, my clients are coming in. But, it's not a great relationship with your own client to be just sending them to the show home, let them do all the work, and you collect a paycheck. Get in there, work with the client and the new home salesperson. This is important, guys, because what's going to happen with the client, you built a relationship with them, you built a relationship with the salesperson. The salesperson you may later get some listings from. That client you may get referrals from. If you don't show up, and all you do is send them there and collect a check, it's not going to give you, it's not going to give the warm, fuzzy feeling to either party. And these guys are both going to be more business for you. So be smart about it. Investors are a totally different scenario. We'll talk about that more. So marketing, sphere of influence, and your database first. Send out the emails. So we had, a few years ago, that's how we started doing it. We just started hitting the database with two things. We hit the database with incentive. We found something that was really good for investors, and we hit the database. And then we started Facebook marketing. So Facebook Marketplace is free. Kijiji is free if you're in Canada. There's going to be other websites that are more localized for your city in the U.S., in different states or different provinces. So you're going to want to hit those for freebies. Just know that you're going to get a bunch of people that are calling that are not qualified. Get really good at qualifying fast, or whoever your ISA is, inside sales agent, or one of your agents, make sure they're good at qualifying and qualify these people really fast so you guys don't waste any time. But Facebook marketing is, get yourself a Facebook marketing company and you can really, really ramp this up. Your ads are going to go out. Again, it's the same idea. You're going to have incentives in there, call to action, and people are going to contact you. And who cares if they actually end up going to that builder and purchasing, or they don't, and you end up selling them something else that's resale. Who cares? It doesn't matter. I do really try to get a few people in there because my goal is to build a reputation, build credibility with that builder, because that builder is going to be a source of way more business for me later on through listings when things are tougher, or entire projects, and selling those to investors. And again, I'm going to do more on this stuff later on. Thanks for listening. Now, really important, like and subscribe, but even more important, guys, put some comments in there. What do you want to see for new homes? I don't think there's enough stuff out there, and it's really diverse. It's all over the place. I've done about 1,800 new homes in the last couple of years, just working with developers on getting entire projects and selling them to investors. It's been phenomenal. We really ramped it up, but also working with end users and bring them into sales centers. I've also had 17 years working in the developer's office. So I see it from both sides of the fence. Throw your questions in, and I'll try to answer those, or we're just going to do more. I'll do more content on new homes, on what you want to see and what you're experiencing, the objections, and how to deal with it, anything like that. So thanks for listening. Like and subscribe. We'll see you in the next video.